Hello Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. I'm here to bring you your general reading for April. So lots going on. This is Aries season still, fire energy. So, maybe feeling a bit creative, feeling like there's, you need to do something. So it has like an action-oriented association with it. Which is no wonder, because Aries is also the first sign of the zodiac. So we are now starting a new cycle, astrologically speaking. And with that is new beginnings. So sort of that new beginning energy, sort of expansive thinking, new ideas, which is interesting because right now that's sort of what we're being called to do, as we go through life in our new normal, is to think outside the box on how to occupy our time and how we want to sort of update and adjust our lives and, just sort of how we're existing, right? So before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm using the Good Tarot deck to do your reading. I already have your Celtic cross spread meditated upon and laid out for you. And let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Bottom of the deck energy, 3 of air. Heartbreaks, disappointments, releasing things that no longer serve you, releasing painful energy or just difficult relationships, just releasing all of that. I feel like this is something that, is central to a lot of us right now. I do think that with this, mandatory shutdown, this stay-at-home orders, that we're given a chance to pause and reflect and press the reset buttons on our lives. And I feel like a lot of us are really cleansing our lives right now, really examining our relationships and really looking at opportunities and the directions our lives we're going in versus how we want to tweak and update, new directions. So yeah, I think we're just really getting honest with ourselves and just, really seeing the truth of who people are and seeing people's true colors. And that can have, a heartbreaking effect. That can be very disappointing and frustrating because maybe someone whom you thought of in one way has now showed that that's not who they are. And I think you're now able to see that. So yeah, there's a lot of truth that's being brought up to the surface. And with that can be some disappointments with it as we learn the truth of people and situations and things like that. All right. So let me turn over your cards and check in energetically. All right, this is a good one, Taurus. A lot of water energy here. So you're definitely... All right, Taurus, sorry for the interruption. I just had a quick phone call come through. But yeah, I was in the process of flipping over your cards and commenting on there's a lot of water energy here in your reading. So I do get the sense that you are very much in tune with your emotions and your intuition, which is great. I'm seeing a lot of balance here, nothing crazy, nothing tumultuous, but I do get the sense that you are settling in with the new groove, and I do think that you're very comfortable with what's going on in your life right now. I think you're being very thoughtful and intentional with your decisions right now. So let's get started. Central to your reading is the Queen of Fire. So this is your energy right now, and I do get the sense that you're definitely turning within. You're not being so socially extravagant. I do think that, again, with the limitations, since we're all sort of hunkering down and following the stay-at-home orders, that this is giving yourself some time to really turn within and reflect and really reevaluate your self-worth and redefine it and take a close look at that, right? And with that is the Star card crossing you, one of my favorite cards. This is a healing and a blessing. So I do feel like you're feeling grateful, I feel like you're counting your blessings and you're expressing a lot of gratitude for where you are right now in this moment in time, despite what's going on around you. I do get the sense, Taurus, that you're very grounded, you're very humbled, you're very gracious, grateful, and I do think that you're getting this lesson, what the divine is trying to show all of us. I think you're getting it. right? And you're turning within, especially with the Queen of Fire. That's someone who is very warm-hearted, very nurturing, a giver. And Taurus, you guys are like that in general anyway. So I feel like that's being amplified right now. I feel like hearth and home are very important to you. And I feel like, the divine is smiling upon you and is saying, you know what, Taurus, yes, maybe you did lose your job, or maybe finances are tight, but we're smiling upon you. We're taking care of you. We have your back. The Star card is here letting you know that the divine is blessing you. Because foundational to your reading is 10 of water, 10 of cups energy. I feel like, again, I'm just getting this energy of gratitude. And that's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's the perfect energy to be in, to manifest, to grow, to continue to receive the blessings of the divine. I mean, look at this. These two together, a 10 of water and the star together. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. It doesn't get better than that. I mean, that is truly the divine saying, we've got you, we've got your back. We're blessing you with everything that you've desired, and you're feeling hopeful, you're feeling grateful, you're feeling abundant, you're feeling loved, you're feeling happy, you're feeling all that, and I feel like everything is in balance and is connected at home. Home life is good, relationships are good. I think that's all you need, really. I think you're just focusing on what's truly important to you, and that's love of friends, love of family, love of community, togetherness, family. I think that's really what's making you go around right now. In your recent past, this is 2 of air, so decisions. I think, there were some decisions that had to be made, and I think this is about how you're going to navigate this new normal, and I think you're choosing love, you're choosing family, you're choosing the people who are most important to you, and you're letting go of the fluff, right? Because in your mind's eye is the High Priestess. You're really in spiritual alignment with the divine and with what's really important to you. I mean, this is spiritual groundedness. I'm getting that you're just very grounded. And again, there's a lot of water energy here coming up. We'll talk about it. But yeah, I mean, you're just spiritually in tuned. And I feel like, the disposition that you're displaying is very healing, very nurturing. So for those of you who are first line responders, your bedside manner is really, really comforting. And I think it's a gift that's truly required right now with this, with this healing aspect. So I do get the sense that the divine is working through you for those of you who are in the medical profession, firefighters, paramedics, nurses, respiratory therapists, chaplains, counselors, all of that, surgeons. I do get the sense that the divine is really working through you all right now. And, you do have the healing touch is what's coming through you for those of you who are on the front lines. In the future position, near future is the Chariot. So I feel like you're just listening to the call. You're being divinely guided, and you're just going for it. You're moving forward, charging forward with the direction in life. And I think you're doing so with an open, grateful heart. The Chariot card is the card of Cancer. So, maybe some of you are dealing with cancers in your life, but I do get the sense really this is just, it's more water energy. It's more spiritual energy. It's emotional energy. It's healing. I do get the sense that this is healing overall. On all levels. So, yeah, because look, central to your reading is the Star with the Queen of Fire. That's a healer. I really do feel like that's a healer, because the Queen of Fire is all about, getting in touch with your spirituality too. The fire element represents, the fire element in tarot represents spirituality. And if you're marrying that with the Star card, that's a healer, a spiritual healer, spiritual advisor. And, I'm still seeing people on the front line. So I feel like whomever I'm connecting with, you are working this pandemic in some shape, form, or fashion. And, you know, the Spirit is working through you to help heal people and to make people better and to bring them out of this health crisis, okay? The way you see yourself is king of water, so you're very emotionally balanced, emotionally stable, you're in control of your emotions. This isn't someone who's having a nervous breakdown or, you know, whatever. It's like you know you're in command of your feelings, you're in command of your emotions, and you have a great way of balancing your intellect with your heart. And it's a nice blend of diplomatic, mature emotions. You're able to communicate tactfully and diplomatically how you feel. You're able to be the voice of reason, using empathetic terms. So yeah, there's a nice blend going on here with your communication. Your environment is the messenger of water. So this is following your intuition. Your environment is all about healing, spirituality, emotions, understanding people's emotions. I'm also getting the sense that some of you have young children and you're working through, you know, homeschooling. And I feel like, you know, there's a lot of emotional support that needs to go on, because a lot of kids don't understand why they can't go outside, why they can't go back to school, and why suddenly their life changed. So I feel like there's a lot of emotional counseling going on as well. But yeah, you all are very, very nurturing right now, and you're healers on multiple levels, not only like in the medical aspect, but at the home front. You know, those of you who are really embracing the role of parenthood and teacher, you know, you're just really in alignment with all of that. Hopes and Fears is Page of Earth. So this is new beginnings. This is young energy to manifest. I feel like you're working on new plans, new hopes, new dreams, kind of figuring out the new way of being, you know, because life as we know it has changed dramatically, and everyone keeps saying, I want to go back to how things were. Well, hang on. Are you sure about that? Because how things were back pre-pandemic was not all roses either. You know, I think people are only focusing on the good things, which is fine. You know, keep what works. But there's a lot of room for change and improvement. And I feel like Taurus, this is, you know, your hopes and fears, is that you're really looking at where can we make changes and improvements, things that are sustainable, that we can carry forward into the future when society opens up, when the economy opens up, when the pandemic clears itself, right? Yeah, so this is you manifesting a new, improved way of life that's sustainable and that's in alignment with your truth and with the highest good of others. Your overall outcome is King of Fire. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you're very warm-hearted right now. I feel like you're the leader of your home. I feel like there's a lot of fire energy, very warm energy. Kitchen is showing up for me. There was another reading who the kitchen was really strong and central to their reading. I want to say it was maybe Libra. So you may want to check that out as well, because there might be some synchronistic messages there. But yeah, I feel like it's all about nurturing, taking care of hearth and home for you, Taurus, which is right where you're comfortable at. All right. But yeah, great reading. Oh my God. Yeah, this pandemic is really meant to wake us up, to increase our awareness, to increase our self-consciousness, and make us better human beings. If you haven't done so, check out, as a quick plug, check out my weekly woke messages. The most recent 2 that I released, it was like last week in, you know, early April, or late March and early April, something like that. But it talks about the purpose of the pandemic. And these are messages that I received through shamanic journeying. So, you know, this is given to me through my spirit guides, through deep meditation, through shamanic journeying. And I use the tarot to sort of help facilitate the conversation and bring forth those messages to the collective. So the weekly woke messages are not zodiac specific. It's for everyone. It's meant to talk to us at the soul level, to increase our spiritual awareness and increase and raise our vibrational energy, right? So check those out if you haven't done so. It may help frame the messages that are coming through right now in the April reading. So check that out. Also, as I'm shuffling through your oracle messages, quick plug also, I've released my website. I'm doing like sort of like a soft release. There's still some things that I'm tweaking in that regard, but awakenhealings.org is the web address. If you want to work with me one-on-one, check that out. Check out my services and see if there's, anything that interests you. My contact information is in the description box below, so be sure to check that out as well. Email address, website address, so forth. But yeah, so I've been busy too. That's also kind of a reason why these messages are coming in a bit late. There's just been a lot of things that Spirit has been guiding me to do, and they wanted me to release by 1 April. So it kind of, they kind of placed the deadline on me. Because before this pandemic, I do have a regular 9-to-5 job, and it is pretty demanding. So to find the time to sit and do all that, the divine's like, well, you're home now, so get cracking. So I did with my website. All right, so let's get started. I pulled some oracle cards from the Goddess of the Moon, Sacred Rebels, and Sacred Earth. So your Moon Oracle is the card of peace. It's no surprise. I really do get the sense, Taurus, that you are really at peace amidst all this chaos, that you are a healer and a nurturer, and that people are turning to you for peace and solace and guidance. I think they look at you to help temper the crazy in their mind, just to kind of woosah their energy. Yeah, I really do see this as you guys. I mean, she's centered, she's balanced, she's enlightened, she's protected by her spirit guides, her spirit team, and spirit is all around her, and she's exuding this spiritual light of love and compassion and balance. And I think this is you right now. And your Sacred Rebel is the shock of the new, and I get the sense that you've gotten over the shock of the new, but now it's like, all right, look, these are the cards we were dealt with, and here's how we're going to proceed. And you're doing so methodically, intentionally, and I think you're being very, very deliberate with your decisions and how you're proceeding with life choices, and sort of how you're going to navigate and guide yourself and your family through this chaotic time period. But I feel like I'm hearing steady the bow. So you're the guiding light for many folks, in your family and in your social circle. I think you're the voice of reason, and people are sort of looking to you to take guidance and advice, and they're looking at you to be the example of a steady bow, right? And your Sacred Earth Oracle is context. Yeah, I think you have a great way of looking at the situation. I think people will agree that your outlook is steady, that you have really placed a lot of this chaos into context to make it sound, to make it make sense, and to reduce a lot of the noise. And you're just really focusing on facts. You're really focusing on what's important. And I do get the sense of the voice of reason that you have a great way of looking at the situation that's playing out, right? And again, that's a really healthy disposition to have, especially when there's a lot of illness and a lot of death and a lot of unemployment, and there's just a lot of stress right now. There's just a lot of worry and frustration and fear in the environment. But I think that you're steadying, you're steadying the bow. You're that, you're even keel, and you're placing everything into context. And I think you understand that this is not permanent. This is going to be with us for a while, but there is an end in sight. We just don't know when that end is coming, because that's going to be dictated by the virus. But it's not forever. And it's time to really think about, like, okay, well, what's happening now? Let's look at the facts and the headlines, and how can we start preparing for the future to protect our assets, to protect our finances, to re-enter ourselves into the workforce. For those of us who are looking for new jobs, right? So I think it's time to start making those preparations now, so that way you're ready. You're ready to take off and move forward with your plan, right? But I think you're making good sound plans, good sound judgments. It's nothing that's out of the ordinary. You're very practical, very grounded, while being very nurturing and spiritually guided. So I'm going to check in. We're going to shift gears real quick and check in with soulmates and twins, masculine and feminine energy, using this Pure Love Oracle deck. You know, love stops for no one. Dating is still going on. It's just a different way of dating, a different way of connecting, but you know, love is in the air, and people still want their connections, and yeah, it's important that we explore these messages. Where'd it go? There we go. Wow. Okay. Like I said, love is in the air. So masculine would like to share to his feminine, you are not open to love right now, but I love you. And feminine would like to share to her masculine, it is perfect timing for us now, and we are forever connected. Yeah. Ooh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Yes, this is about clearing the air with clear communication, because masculine thinks the feminine is shut down, and she's like, it's not right now, not anymore, it's perfect timing. So yeah, I do get the sense that maybe that was true, you know, a few months ago, pre-pandemic, but I feel like with this, you know, with what's going on, that it's given us so much time to really reflect upon people and the relationships and the importance of, you know, these relationships in our lives. And I do feel like, I keep saying this, masculine is awakening to his emotions and vulnerability. He is now coming into alignment with his connection with his feminine. It's now, the time is now optimal for masculine to feel safe to come forward and say, you know what, feminine, you're my boo, and I messed that up, you know, back, you know, a few months ago, a couple years ago, however long it was, but I miss you, and I'm sorry, and I want to give this another go. So that is a trend and a pattern that I'm seeing right now with the masculines. And I think feminine is ready. Feminine has been ready, right? Feminine has been working on herself, working on her self-improvement, spiritual alignment, and other big projects. And she's used that time away from the masculine to be productive on mission, to be productive on her purpose. And now she's like, okay, let's talk. Let's figure this out and see if this is worth giving it a go and seeing where we're at spiritually and emotionally. So yeah, this is great. I think that this is going to be a beautiful love connection, and it's going to grow, it's going to flourish, and I think this is something that you're going to be really happy with. So Taurus, comment below, let me know how all of this is working out. I know it's hard to date right now in the traditional sense, but you know, just apply a bit of creativity and ingenuity, and you know, that's not going to stop love, the sparks of love from flying, right? It just means that you're going to have to work on your communication and really focus on your words and establishing, you know, that connection from afar, because once you have that, the passion is going to be intense when you're able to see each other again and come back, you know, for real, once these stay-at-home orders are lifted and so forth. So it's going to be good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your final messages from Nature's Whispers and the angel messages, and we'll conclude there. Okay, ooh, this is beautiful. So for your Nature's Whispers card, keep your dreams alive. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There's so much going on in this card, but it is so gorgeous and fantastical and dreamy and ethereal, and I feel like this is the energy that you need to continue to inspire yourself and to inspire others around you. But keep your dreams alive, because you are truly blessed right now, Taurus. I feel like everything is going right in your life. It is, regardless of the chaos and the negativity and the fear energy that's going on. I feel like, Taurus, for you all, there's many blessings in your life, and you know, you've got the 10 of Cups and the Star and the Queen of Fire, and you know, it's gorgeous. I mean, this right here alone, 10 of Water and Star energy, you are blessed. You are blessed beyond belief. So congratulations on that, and focus on the good things, and keep your dreams alive, right? Yeah, and then got new love coming in, see? All right, so let's check in with your angel messages from Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Yeah, we talked about that. Wow, Taurus. Gorgeous message, really. I think this is the best one I've done in a while. So, blessings to all of you. Continue to maintain that beautiful attitude of gratitude, because that's really what's bringing in this 10 of Cups for you, the 10 of Water for you. Attitude of gratitude. Continue to stay thankful and grateful for all the blessings you have in your life. There's a lot of spiritual alignment here, a lot of water energy. You're just beautiful energies right now. Your light is shining through, and that's exactly what we need right now, you know, in this world and in this environment, is to be more beacons of light and hope, and help raise the collective vibrational energy. All right, so we'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves. Love you all. Bye-bye.